What do you mean? I always had this stylus. You just now noticed my stylus? Every single stream, I always had this stylus. I have another one that looks the exact same. I think I got it from Amazon, probably. I think. Either that or Best Buy. I don't remember which one. This stylus alone is like, I don't know, $100 or something. 150. Yeah. The reason why I have two was because one time I lost my first one that I had, but it turns out the magnet part was attached to my bed, to the legs of my bed, and I didn't know until afterwards because I was panicking. But I have the same exact stylus, the same exact model and everything. It has a flat look to it, rather than having one side be rounded and the other side being flat. Both sides is flat. I honestly thought I would hate this because both sides is flat, but the way I hold a pencil, I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, I had this thing for years. I guess you never notice it. I'll try my best not to. Oh crap. No. I told this idiot that I'm going live, and yet still messaged me. I'm like, hey, I'm going live at this time. Why in the world would you go and text me 5 minutes before I stream when I literally click stream 5 minutes before I actually stream? You know what, I should just tell him that I pressed the stream button 5 minutes before I actually stream. Because I did tell him 4:30 at my time, not at his time. That's whatever. Oops. Yes, I am back from streaming. My week off was meh, but I still miss you guys, so it's like whatever. Did I draw a lot? I guess I did. But nothing too crazy enough for me to post. I did post on TikTok though, but those are for like collabs that I did or whatever. I didn't do speed paints for them because I just didn't want to. It was me taking a good break. It was my week off. I hope you guys like the videos that I have scheduled for you guys. Now, for one of the videos that was scheduled, the INTJ one, the 16 personalities one, was not scheduled. I just wanted to post that just because. But one of the videos that I have posted, the first one, I think it was the how I draw female bodies. I am so tired of, well, the demographic of that video that I was watching was 13 to 17. So I'm not annoyed because of their ages. I'm annoyed because they don't know how to just scroll away if they don't like something. Or learn how to keep their mouth shut. Because what they think is helpful is not really helpful at all. Because no one really asked. Anyway, what else can you with this? Oh yeah. I saw a comment on that day, which was like, I did captions for those videos. Um, the comment isn't the issue. It was a different comment that was posted 11 hours ago. That was saying that the head is too small. I know that person is not a fan, or at least not a subscriber, or at least a passing person that looks at my videos a lot. Because if you pay attention to my speed paints, some of them, the heads are small. Other times the heads are not. Most of the time, I leave it the way it is, and other times I change the head shape. And like under it, there was like a whole bunch of replies. Some of them defending me, some of them not defending me. One person was like, "Oh, this is just their art style," and then another person replied with, "No, it's not their art style because if you pay attention to their art, some of the heads are small." And I'm like, it's still an art style either way. I don't know why they're arguing over something so trivial. It's very trivial. We have things to worry about, and my art style should not be one of them. I did delete it, by the way. I did delete the thread, so then you guys, I don't know. It was mainly for my own mental health, not for anyone else's. Because the last thing I want to do is care. At the time, though, I think I was slightly irritated. Not like mad or sad or anything like that, just mildly, and like I was just mildly like irritated. Because here's the thing, the video had nothing to do with the world, with what in the world they were arguing about. They were arguing about how I draw the head, and they weren't talking about the video itself. And I noticed that YouTube notified me 11 hours before when I saw the comment. I just didn't pay attention because I was paying attention to something else. And I know that if I deleted the comment faster, that wouldn't have happened. But one thing is for certain, that is how I draw. My art style does have small heads, and it's not intentional. And it's fine. The world is not going to explode because I draw heads weird. Oh no. And then while I was venting to a friend, I had another person who was definitely a minor ask me, why is the head so tiny? Alright, Bucko, I'm gonna need you to pack it up. I'm gonna need you to pack it up. Of course I deleted the comment too, because I didn't have the energy to, like, you know, to respond, so I just deleted it. Just whenever I do get those types of comments, I die inside, because I know who's my subscriber, my fan. Well, I'm gonna put some quotation marks, my fan, because I only have like 300 subs. I'm not gonna say I'm a big YouTuber, because I'm not. I'm pretty tiny. I'm a very, very, very small YouTuber. Small. But I'm getting there. So, yeah. The head in that video didn't feel small to me. That's what I'm trying to say. And that specific video did not feel small to me. I don't know what in the world they were talking about, because the head feels fine. In this particular drawing, the head feels bigger than usual to me. But that's only because I'm drawing a mouse head. Well, my character from Toontown. I'm not like obsessing over Toontown again. I just feel like I need to draw them once more. And I never really posted this character on there. At least not this game character, because a lot of people prefer my original characters, like my other OCs that I did the series about, which the series overall did pretty well. Not many people like Danny, but I'm just gonna chalk it up and say that they don't like plus size people, and I think I'll just leave it like that. Because she's plus size. And I have drawn her quote unquote correctly this time, because of how she looks. And yeah. I'm trying not to be super duper vlog. Ow. My finger. Because my mom is in the next room working. She's in her office. And my bedroom, which is where I am, is right next to her office. So yeah. Oh, bro, I don't know if you're still here or around. I'm just letting you know that LinkedIn unrestricted my account. But then they turn around and they're like, oh, we took off your photo, by the way, because it's not a picture of you. Hold up, I gotta switch my stylus. And I'm like, bruh. Of course it's not me, because there was nothing there in the first place. I wanted to go back to LinkedIn in the first... Oops. I wanted to go back to LinkedIn in the first place, so then I could actually, you know, put my face in there. I didn't do it before, because I was tired. I just didn't feel like it. But that's why I went back on there in the first place. So when I hopped on, of course, there was no PFP, because there was nothing to take down in the first place. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I spent this morning making a PFP. I wanted to make a PFP for... I was trying to look for a picture of it for it, but most of my work pictures either have me at the job, oops, at the job that I am working at, or I'm not wearing glasses, and I'm just like, because Because if I pull up in there with no glasses, they're gonna figure out. They're gonna be like, oh, so you catfished me because on your picture you don't wear glasses. And then I'll be like, oh, nah, I just forgot to wear glasses on that. But enough of that silly talk. How is everyone existing today? Does everyone existing pretty decently? I think I'm pretty decent today. Not too much, but I'm pretty alright. I really need to fix my sleep schedule because I work next Sunday. Oops. And the last thing I want to do is to mess it up so badly where I don't even wake up at the right time. That's not what we want. Mm-mm. I'm doing an early stream for, I'm only saying this. I know I put it in the description, but I'm also going to say it in video, just in case people didn't see the description of, you know, past people who are gonna look at this. I just realized this one doesn't have it. No. No. I forgot about the one for the eye. Here we go. There. This is what I'm looking for. I forgot to get a picture for the eyes. I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's just straight black. Just make it straight black. No. I don't remember what color eyes I even use. I know what you're thinking. Oh, just make a color sheet for them. And for that, I'll say I'm lazy. Anyways, what I was saying before, yes. This is an early stream because I'm watching someone else, well, I'm going to watch someone else's live stream. And whenever she streams, or when someone else I know streams, her streams collide with other people's streams. So I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh my god, bro. So instead of canceling it or moving it to another day, like how I used to do previously, I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna make this an early stream instead. So if anyone is like, oh no, I missed stream. What happened? Did you change the schedule? No. I just decided to do an early stream today, and hopefully only today. This is one of those rare occasions where I do have to stream early. It's one of them rare occurrences. Because I simply just want to watch someone else's stream, and I don't want that to collide with mine. That's all. So, yeah. I have not played Toontown in like a couple of days or so. I don't completely remember. But one thing I will say, is that, is that I think I'm doing better. I think, I don't know. I have not got I did not get more laugh points yet. I'm doing hard stuff. And I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm so tired. I'm tired as grandpa. Don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. I still need you for the hat. If anyone is wondering how long this stream gonna be, I have no clue, but I hope it doesn't impede. Oh, I did not see that. I know you're alive. I did not see that. What you said. Anyway. I just don't want this life to impede her life. And I just really need to make one. So I can get my quota in. On Thursday, you guys will have a scheduled video that I have made a week ago. It's already posted on TikTok because I'm not exactly sure how to actually schedule something, but that's besides the point. The video that you guys will get, I think you guys might like it. It's a different style of video. It's completely different. I won't say completely different, but it's similar to the ones that I do with my series. I worked really hard on it. Oh my god, it spent me hours trying to edit. Oh my god. And I'm not really an editor. I'm really not. I don't think I'm that good at editing whatsoever. I'm just trying my best and just go with what I got. It's not like I got anything bad. I got Premiere Pro. I use Premiere Pro for my videos. Not the regular ones. The regular ones I use Krita, the Krita recording, which is what I'm using right down here, but you guys can't really see it. The Krita recording, and I use a sound from TikTok. And I know TikTok is going to be gone soon, and you might be wondering what am I going to do next once it's gone, and I'm like, probably use Instagram again. I would say again, because I kind of not have been thinking about using Instagram again. I don't necessarily miss Instagram. It's just, this is gonna sound crazy. Instagram was the only platform in terms of posting my art I have used since I was 13 years old, I think, and that was like in 2016. Okay, so I was like in middle school. I was in junior high at that time. And ever since then I've been like posting art. But ever since when it was the first TikTok ban with not even a 24-hour blackout and everything was fine again, I decided, nah, I'm not going to post on Instagram. Um, I still posted on TikTok because it was still lively there in terms of like people and whatever. But the biggest thing with Instagram for me is that I I have over 700 followers, and a good chunk of them are either inactive accounts or bots or whatever. And I haven't even posted since that time. So that was technically beginning of this year. So that's how long I have not been posting. And every time when I do post, I only get like one or two likes out of the hundreds of people that I have. So it doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's strange. With my TikTok though, I didn't start over. I technically rebranded because I had TikTok since 2023, and I was posting videos from my Instagram, which was not my art. It was actually like trends that I did, something that everyone did at the time, you know. Um, but at the time, I didn't really gain that much. And I listened to my ex because he thought people on TikTok will like my videos. I got lots of views, but no one liked my TikToks. At the time, I didn't think much of it. But now, once I look back at it, it's like, oh, my TikToks weren't good. They weren't good at all. So, um, last year, sometime last year, I decided to rebrand my TikTok and only post um speed paints because I figured out how to do speed paints on Krita. um so I deleted like the older TikToks. I didn't archive them. I mean absolutely like actually deleted them because they were cringe. I can't. I mean I didn't delete all of them. I did not delete all of them, but I did delete a good chunk. And I also deleted like art videos that have my ex in them, because you know that's my ex. And yeah, it was like a hell no. You know what I'm saying? It was a hell no. So when I started over and started to figure out how to get people engaged within my videos, people started to pour in, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So what I have learned from TikTok, which I should have learned from Instagram, is that people have the shortest attention spans known to humanity. Because I did very different brandings on TikTok. Not TikTok, on Instagram. From 2016 to now, 2025, I did various acts of like different rebrandings without actually deleting my account. And what I did was try other things that might work. I don't know if I used hashtags or not. I don't know if I did. I don't remember. And if I did use a hashtag, it was because it was for a trend. And there was like one time where I did like a trend. The video was not supposed to be popular by any means. This was in 2021. I had 11k 11.4k views. It was a trend where like it was one of those transition trends. That's what I've been doing a lot at that time because I was trying to find myself as a person. So I've been doing transition trends in 2021. And yes, I did have hate comments as normally one does. where it's like, oh, you're cringe, or this is cringe. This was back when I didn't like fully embrace the fact that I'm autistic, because I am autistic. Um, but yeah, at the time I was finding myself in terms of clothing, finding my style and whatever. This was like after high school. After high school, like I graduated from high school. Um, so that's basically what happened. And seeing that influx of people liking it, and influx of comments, good and bad, is just like, oh wow, well this is strange. And in 2024, 2025, I barely even get like, I don't know, 5 likes. Like, I still get the same people liking my stuff, which is fine. That's not the issue. That's not even why I'm complaining or upset, because I'm not upset. Just letting you know. I'm not even remotely upset. It was more like it was draining, because it's like I have 700 people and only like two to five people liking my stuff, or one person liking it. And I'm used to having at least 20 likes a post. And I'm like, yep, I'm satisfied. And then I go to bed. So that's why I'm like, oh. So that's why I post on TikTok more. But if the government really says, yeah, we're just gonna make a whole new app, huh? No, that's something else. If TikTok is like, if the government is like, oh, we're gonna make a whole new app for all the Americans, and they better hop on there because TikTok will disappear officially next year, I think. And I'm just like, say what now? You're telling me I have to go to this other app just so then, like, it's not cool, bro. It's literally like Germany, except it's not as forced as Germany is. If you know, you know. You know? Where it like patronism is basically like that, except it's not like that. But you get the sentiment there. But anyway, um, all I'm saying is that I don't think Instagram has all of the music that I am looking for compared to TikTok. Because TikTok is a music app where you dance and stuff. That's basically what. Yeah. um, TikTok is just a music app where people do various things on it, good and bad. And I hate the TikTok moderation. Then again, I hate all types of moderation on these darn apps these days. Oh, these apps. These apps. Back in my day. I'm just kidding. I'm not that old. I'm not that old. My younger friends out here calling me an old person or unk. I'm literally not that old. Okay? Even when I was a kid, people called me old. I was a kid and people called me old. It was so annoying. Anyway, to get my music, I would probably get them from Instagram, which is fine because Instagram does the exact same thing as TikTok does, which is putting their watermark on videos. So I guess that's fine. Like before, I was wanting to go against it and stuff. But yeah. But I do I do think that, like, oh, if that goes away, I guess I'll come back to Instagram. There's been a few times where I thought about deleting everything and starting over, but then I realized I don't even have all of my drawings from when I was a kid, which is fine because I don't want them anyway. They were horrid, horrid drawings, worst things I've ever seen. I have done traditional for all of my existence. Until 2023, I decided to draw digitally more. I had Krita on here um, for a while, but I never used it until 2023. And I did not know what I was doing. I'm not saying the drawings were horrendous at the time, because you can tell I had some experience in digital art, but I didn't exactly know what I was doing. Um, but over time, Krita got easier for me, because to me, this reminds me of Photoshop. This setup reminds me of Photoshop. And I have used Adobe since I was a minor. I was like in high school. All 4 years I've been using Adobe. And then in college, I have a graphic design certification, which means I can use a bunch of things. I can take pictures with a professional camera, but it's basic stuff. I know CSS and HTML, but it's the basics. I know how to use in-depth of Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator. Um, I know how to use Audition, which is basically recording your voice. Like making a podcast. I use Premiere Pro for my intricate videos. Um, but like not all the time. But I do use it for my intricate videos. The ones where I was like talking. That's what I use. But for like regular videos like this, I just upload them onto YouTube on YouTube on my laptop and not YouTube on my phone. Because the cropping is horrid. The cropping is so freaking bad. I wish I was kidding, man. Like, I was trying to figure out how to upload videos without YouTube cropping your videos. So if you want to post a video that still has the six, no, is it 16:9 or 16:4, something like that. The horizontal ratio of your phone, right? You have to, not the horizontal, the vertical. Yeah, this is, yeah, the horizontals for the videos. The vertical videos for the shorts, you have to upload them to your laptop without it cropping your video. So, yeah. Oh wait, I missed one. Did I miss one all the way? Oops. All the way up. I'm going to throw you out the window, laptop. Don't you dare do this to me. Anyway. So yeah. Some tell me like, it's not very often, but when I first started, a lot of people was like, oh my god, when you grow up, people are gonna like, you're gonna have so many subscribers and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not that young. In my bio, I put that I'm a full-fledged adult, which is true. It's not to fool anyone or to make people think I'm not. I know that I sound young, but I am a full adult. I know that I don't look like one to lots of people, and also to YouTube and TikTok, but I am an actual adult. I'm 22. I don't mind saying my age, because to me, my age is just that, my age. I am forced to be a faceless YouTuber anyway, so And when I mean forced, I don't mean like forced because like, oh, I'm scared of someone finding me. No. Forced because YouTube thinks that I'm a child. One time I went on stream and it took down my stream because YouTube thought I was a child. Like I was looking down at something and then they cut my stream off. And they're like, you got a child in your live stream doing bad things in there. So we're gonna make you not go live for 90 days. Mm-hmm. And I was just sitting there. I was like, what? It was a warning. It wasn't like an actual strike. It was a warning. And I didn't understand at all. And yeah. And I couldn't appeal it. Unless, well, I tried to appeal it, I think. But they wouldn't let me appeal it. Like, I think I tried to appeal it, but then they're like, nah, that's still a child. And I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, that's the biggest reasons why I am forced to be a faceless YouTuber, because I looked relatively young for someone who's an actual adult. Which is also the reason why I hate this age verification thing for YouTube. Apparently, people are fighting back, which is good. It's good that people are fighting back. Because if I actually gave YouTube my ID, YouTube would think that my ID is fake or something, or that, oh yeah, you're way too young. Because the only way that would even happen is because YouTube monitors what you watch. Like, it's not just Minecraft videos or Roblox videos. They pay attention what you watch as a whole, like your mannerisms, what you search up, what you don't search up. So if you watch like YouTube Kids videos, it would think that you're a kid because you only watch YouTube Kids videos. Or like videos that are like set made for kids, you would know because you can't save it into an album, and you also you can't comment as well. So yeah. But I watch various things. It's mainly various types of video games and other things like that. But so far, I have been okay with the stuff I've been watching, which is great. It's great that the videos that I am watching doesn't land me as a kid. Not that it would, but you know, people automatically think, oh, if you watch Minecraft, they would think that you're a kid. No, they explain it in their videos that they know that a lot of people have various of interests that is like connected to children's stuff. But if that is what all they watch, then they would mark you as like a kid, I think. But if you watch like documentaries, or if you're above the age of 18, you will watch like age restricted videos, then you would be fine. But that doesn't make it any less serious though, because of the fact that they have it in the first place, and a lot of people's like, no, what are you doing? Because we have this thing called YouTube Kids. Because if this was really about the kids, then what is YouTube Kids for? Not for anything. I wonder what my mom made. I don't know if she actually like made a lot, if she just made some for herself. All it was like sandwiches. I want PB&J. We don't have peanut butter or jelly. I'm just sad. Oh, hi. I didn't even see this. I literally just saw this. I just saw these. They freaking hate me, man. I did not know that you guys were talking. Hello, Axel. Axel is a real one. Axel is a real one. I like Axel. Axel watches my videos and comments on them. Not all of them, but I do remember Axel. I do remember Axel. Every time, though, I keep forgetting Axel even exists. Now, here's what I also know. Now, the age verification thing is also somewhere else. I don't remember. I watched videos about it of this YouTuber called Deep Humor. What did he said? There was Steam that got pushed out today. Yeah, no, it's pretty weird. There's this other site. Oh, I remember. Okay, so UK has put out this law that's been around that's like, hey, um all websites need to have an age verification. And 4chan, which is crazy, Fight Back was like, hey, yo, we're not doing that. And then was trying to like sue the UK or something. Because 4chan is not based in the UK, it's based in the US. I forgot which state, but it's based in the US. A lot of websites is based in the US. Yeah, but no, also a lot of sites is based on in the US. So the fact that UK is trying to push this out is crazy. Cause YouTube is like, yeah, we're just gonna push this out, and I'm like, why? You're not even based in the UK. You're based in the US. YouTube, what are you doing? Suzanne, the original CEO of YouTube is from the US. What the hell? Alright, buddy. Um, yeah, no, it's very weird that Steam has an age verification now. The point of the video that I saw was that for any mature content, like any like mature content like Call of Duty or anything like that of a sort, you have to give out your credit card and not a debit card, because anyone can own a debit card. But like you have to give out a credit card to show that you are 18 plus. But here's the thing: there's a lot of adults that don't have credit cards, and I'm one of those adults. I mean, I don't really use Steam. I don't plan to use Steam, but I know that you use Steam. That's why I sent it to you. But I don't really use Steam. Um, so that's why I'm like, okay, this is strange. What does that say? 517? Okay. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Hmm. Um. So, yeah. So that's why I'm all like, okay. No, I wasn't ignoring you. I just, the way that I had my phone, I was already clicking on the thing, and I didn't scroll down, and I didn't see what you said. So no, I was not actively ignoring you or ignoring anyone else. I just didn't see that there were more messages, and I had to scroll down. I did not mean to do that. My bad, G. Yeah, no, that was basically what the video was. It was an 8-minute video. Um, that's why the age verification is happening in the U.S. is because of the UK, because of their laws with the minors and stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm like super cautious now with what I watch. Not that I was cautious, not that I needed to be cautious, because I know what type of videos I watch. But this is YouTube we're talking about, okay? So yeah. Um yeah, the reason why this age verification even happened was because of the UK with their age verification for their minors and stuff. But there's another thing that happened in the US. I forgot which state, but um a state here was is trying to like force children to not go on social media at all until the age of 18 or something like that. I forgot which state it was. It was also from Deep Humor. And Blue Sky, oh, it was Texas. That's what it was. It was Texas. And then Blue Sky sent out a message, was like, hey, so basically all of our Texan users are not here anymore because of their new state law, because they're trying to control us. And Blue Sky is not about the verification or anything like that, because Texas is like, you have to keep their age, their not their age, keep their IDs just to make sure, which is strange because why would Blue Sky want it? You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's really weird. It's goofy. It's goof behavior. So yeah. So that's why I'm all like, nah, nah, buddy. That's not happening at all. I don't use Blue Sky anymore, by the way, because I don't know. Blue Sky is like Twitter, and I don't really use Twitter. In fact, I deactivated my Twitter account. I used to have a Twitter account, but I deactivated it. Why I deactivated it? Because there was a thing that broke the camel's back. So there was an update. Yeah, it's an actual picture of them eating cheese. That's why. Anyway, so I I deleted my I deactivated my my Twitter, was not because of all the gross shit and all the other disgusting things that goes on Twitter, was because there was this new thing that was happening at that time where, since Elon was getting blocked all the time, the block button was going to be removed, which means that people were going to see your stuff anyway. They just can't interact with your stuff. Now, I was only blocked by one person on Twitter, but that's not the person who I was really worried about, because that person was a bad person regardless and just didn't understand me and where I was coming from. That's a whole other story that I don't really want to get into because it's not about them. Um, but, my ex, who I blocked on Twitter, um, I think I blocked other people on Twitter other than my ex, but mainly my ex I blocked on Twitter. And the last thing I want is for him to see what the hell I'm doing. Not the hell he would want to see, but I'm not risking that, so I deactivated it. Around there. Let's see. I am in an art server. I'm in 2 different art servers, but I'm in an art server where I am the head mod. Honestly, I don't hate being a mod, but I feel like I suck as a mod. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like I suck so much as a mod. Like in general, not just in there. Because it's like whenever I feel like I'm contributing to something, it's very minuscule, nothing too insane. But still, I feel like I don't have like a strong presence to me, which sucks. That's okay, I guess. I'm glad that my friend, who is the owner of the server, trusts me though. I don't know why she would trust me, but I guess she does. I think I'm going to add shadows mayhaps and add like a lighting somewhere. I was supposed to get new glasses last well, yeah, last Saturday, but my mom didn't feel very good. That's fine, I guess. Color back to. Gonna put this on screen and have this one go up to 30. Have this one go down to 15. And it's hatching time, guys. I think I might eat after this. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. Sorry, my eyebrow freaking itch. I can't believe today is Tuesday. My job has this new app now. Well, I wouldn't say job itself, like the location I work at, it's the company that I work at. They have this new app. I like it. I really do. But my coworkers are like, actually, this is bad and it's cluttered. What do you mean it's cluttered? This looks fine to me. At least I get to see when I'm actually working, instead of waiting a couple of weeks to see when I'm working. Like, come on. That's a plus. That's a whole plus to me. There we go. I feel like the worst thing about being an adult that is also creative, but is also not rich, is that you have 15 million ideas for OCs, right? And it's not like you want to make more OCs, because why would you make more OCs? I'm not like other artists who make like over 500 OCs, because I can't keep track of even like two, because my memory is so trash. That's why I made technically 10 OCs, but 8 of them are actually important, but technically I made 10 of them. Is because at least I can keep them controlled. Now when it comes to video game OCs, those are different. Those I can keep track of, because I don't have to make multitude of different versions. But my video game OCs are just the variants of my main OC. Like the Spider-Verse is so then I can keep track of everything. I know that sounds stupid, right? That sounds insane. It's like, really? That's so unoriginal. I know. I wanted to make it some variant of my main OC. Because I feel like if I do that, I can actually keep track of it. Also, I really hope that YouTube likes all of Rebecca Sugar's songs, because I'm trying to post Rebecca Sugar's songs with my videos, and I don't know what's copyrighted or not. Like, it doesn't tell me until I upload the video with the song in it. Because, like, sometimes you think they're not copyrighted, because, like, it says, like, oh, you don't. Because, like, when you upload a video on YouTube and it checks for the sound to see if there's any copyright music or anything that might be copyrighted in general, it'd be like, okay, you're fine. Or it's like, nope, this is not gonna work because they got something copyrighted in here, right? So that's why I'm sitting up here and I'm like, bruh. And I know that some songs, like from really popular artists, it's gonna get copyrighted. That's obvious. It's gonna happen, you know. And it happened a few times with me, and I didn't know what songs to actually choose from. Now, some songs on YouTube are protected by YouTube Shorts, which means that the creator of that song lets people use it in shorts. It's just, if you make the short over an hour, it's gonna count as copyright. So, yeah. The more you know, guys. Because the longest video that you can make on a short is 3 minutes. But when you try and do it regularly on like your phone, it only goes up to 60 seconds. It only goes up to a minute. So if you want to post a video that's longer than an hour, not an hour, a minute, you have to post it through YouTube Studio, through your through your laptop or computer instead of your phone. So then it'll work. I was explaining to another artist in the art server that I mod in that I hatch. And what they thought I meant was the manga type of hatching. And I'm like, no, but you're not entirely wrong. The way I hatch, as you can see, I use grayscale. And then I change it through the color changer. It depends on what the color is and what color the gray, well, what shade of gray that I used. So like, since this is a neutral color, I'm using a neutral, cool gray. And I'm not just using, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not just using it. Oops, I did not mean to do that either. There we go. I'm not just using it for the skin. I'm using it for everything. This is how I usually do it, where I use it for everything. Now there are times, like my main OC, where there are black in there, like straight black. And you're probably wondering, well, what do you do if it's straight black? I use like a very light gray. Not white, just an extreme light gray. And then I change it to fog darken or fog lighten, depending on where the light source is coming from. And I also do it for my character's hair, because it's so close to black. It's not black, it just looks black, like in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an extreme dark brown. That's the color of their hair. It's a very, 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 very dark brown. So yeah. That's why on the 16 personalities drawing, the character's hair is dark purple instead of dark brown, because their hair is dark brown, so it makes sense to make their hair a very dark purple. I'm actually very proud of the drawing. Sometimes I refer to the character as my Sona. Sometimes I refer to the character as my OC. It depends on my emotions at the time, because they're the same, but not same, but same. It's confusing to a normal person, but me it makes perfect sense. Technically, I have two Sonas. I have what I actually look like, and the Sona that I use for, you know, for my vents and other stuff. I use the OC when I am venting. That's like a good chunk of the time. Other times I'm just trying to understand how the OC functions and how I want her to feel in a like normal situation. So yeah. But most of the time I use the character as venting. So that's why whenever you see her, and it's very like intricate, it's a very like an intricate drawing, that's why. So yeah. But when I use my realistic self, my bum self, when I look like a complete bum, that's me just being real with y'all and being like, yeah, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I look like. And yes, I actually do have eye bags. I did a trend on TikTok once whereas like how I draw myself versus what I look like. And so I drew my variants of myself, my my actual self and my Sona versus myself. And one of my art mutuals from TikTok was like, "You actually look like that," which is strange because I never thought people would tell me I actually do look like the way that I do. Yep, that's good. That looks good. That's a pretty good drawing. And here's how you know it's my art, guys. I said this in one of my earlier live streams when I first started live streaming. But you know it's my art when I draw my art signature on the shoulder. Most of the time, I draw it on the shoulder. That's like 90% of the time. And not anywhere else unless I have to. There we go. What do you think? I think this is good. I like this. Oops. There we go. Now it's time to save this. There you go. Export. Oh, whoops, going backwards. Now it's time to do the sacred ritual before I leave off the stream. Who's ready for that? I hope you are, because I am. I do miss streaming with you guys. I know I usually get at least 1 or 2 views. That's okay. You guys are like dedicated, so I'm okay with that. There was a time where I had like 12 people watching me. I didn't even have this freaking stand yet for my phone. It was terrifying. I don't think this is. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, I was struggling with the body because I was going with the reference. And the reference was like a muscular dude. And I was accidentally going with a muscular look when they're not really muscular. They're more like lean. I know I didn't draw them as lean this time. That's because I wanted them to look strong-ish, but I didn't want them to look like super ultra duper like grr manly strong. But yeah, that's the stream. This will be a VOD. I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Bye.